3 of my Prolon 5-day fasting mimicking diet, and I wanted to check in and fill you guys in on how it's going. So the menu today was very simple. I'll just go through it quickly. It's mostly all things you've seen before if you've been following along. So breakfast was again a nut bar. Then lunch was the chickpea and leek soup with crackers and a multivitamin. And then dinner is, I actually haven't had it yet, I'm about to eat it, the red bell pepper and onion soup, which is my favorite soup so far. So I am very excited about that. A quick note on the soups. So I have found them to be actually pretty delicious, which I'm surprised by. I did see a podcast or listen to a podcast recently where the owner of the company was talking about how they brought in a really good chef to kind of up the ante on the flavor game. And whoever that chef is, kudos, because for being just like liquid soups, there's not chunks in them. They're really seasoned and flavorful. I haven't felt the need to add any additional herbs or spices or salt or anything like that. The only thing I will say is I've started using my immersion blender to get them a little less powdery. It can be a little hard to get because they come as just a dehydrated powder that you reconstitute in water and then heat up. They can be a little clumpy if you don't use the immersion blender. My husband said the clumps were kind of like having it be more of an interesting chunky soup, but personally I thought they were kind of gross, so I've been immersion blendering them and that works pretty well. The other thing I wanted to go into a little more detail about today is that L drink, which started yesterday. So you have the L drink on days 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it comes in 2 flavors, berry and orange. They give you 2 of each. I don't think it matters which day you have which ones. And the way you make it is you just mix it with a bunch of water. And what's interesting about the L drink is there's a marker on the side of the bottle that shows you how much to use of the bottle. So if you don't weigh a lot, you don't use very much of it. And then if you weigh more, you use more of it. Again, this is to keep your muscles fueled so that you don't experience muscle loss during the diet. It does take, you water it down a lot, but a lot of water, but it does taste kind of weird to me. So what they recommend doing is adding their hibiscus tea. So they give you a ton of packets of tea. The first day they give you 2 packets, and every day after that they give you 4, which is far more tea than I personally could drink in a day, especially since I also have to drink this L drink. So I've been taking the hibiscus tea, turning it into iced tea, and then adding that iced tea to my L drink. And then I make it in a big mason jar for the day. And I add it to my little tumbler throughout the day and add ice and drink it cold. And it's pretty good that way. All in all, we're feeling good. John, my husband, who had a lot of more like fatigue and headaches and flu-like symptoms yesterday on day 2, feels awesome today. He has like totally pushed past it. He feels great. He says he just misses real food. More than anything, I'm just hungry, but I get hungry anyways. It's not like I'm unfamiliar with hunger. You just have to push through it a little bit more on this, but I wouldn't say it's crazy amounts of hunger. We again have been pushing our breakfast. Today I ate breakfast at 11, lunch at 3, and I'm about to have dinner at like 8. So we've really shifted it later to try to stave off hunger for as long as we can. But all in all, not too bad. By day 3, your body is in kind of that holy grail autophagy where we start to really clean up any dead cells that need to be removed. It's a good place. I felt really good. I did my normal workout this morning, maybe just toned down a little bit, and I felt fine. So again, easier than I thought it would be.